Okay, so the app we're working on is called a Stick Collector. It is a note-taking app, but unlike other note-taking app, it allows the user to not only create and manage notes, but also add their friends to work on a single project through the use of notes. And it also takes the help of AI in case if the user is not able to understand or put into word his ideas, he can use the AI's help to better understand his idea and to incorporate it into his project. He can also use the notes to incorporate them into like say a novel he's writing and such. You can also use an inbuilt browsing system which allows the user to get the information on an idea from an article and input it into the note.
Hello everyone, it's Muhammad Asim from Air University Islamabad. My project type is to make a lo-fi prototype for the stick collector project, which is a type of application that lets you manage different kind of your notes and pages, right? So let's get started with. I have four goals to achieve. The first one for it is to let the user log in. The second goal will be to let him register himself. The third goal will be to set a reminder for the future, and the fourth goal will be to collaborate with the other people who are using this application. For example, if anyone want to share their note to their friend, so how will they look in like in sketches, and how will we can prototype those sketches? So collaboration includes sharing, sending, and also receiving the notes. So let's get started with. Okay, we are here again. So this time the goal is to set a reminder for the future. First of all, user will click the reminder option. So a reminder window will appear from front of the user where he will click the plus button, and when he click the plus button, a new window will appear that will ask the user to enter the title for the reminder, details for the reminders, at what hour, what minute, and at AM or PM. So user will fill that data simply, and when he fill that data, suppose for the university and then to attend a club meeting at 10 AM, he will click OK, and when he click OK, he will be returned to this window with having the reminder set at the bottom here. Okay, now let's talk about the second goal, which is registration of a user. So first of all, he will click the register button. When he click the register button, a pop-up will appear where they will ask about the user email. So user will fill that sign with the email and click the next button. After when he click the next button, he will be moved to a new screen where he will be asked to enter a 5-digit code. He will enter the 5-digit code, which will be sent it to his mail, and when he enter the 5-digit code, he will press the next button. When he press the next button, password will be asked from the user, so they make a password, right? They will make a password, and then he will click next button. When they click next button, they will clicks next button, and then the system will ask about from them to input their username. So they will fill that form with their username for this account, and they will OK. When they click OK, they will be moved to a new window where they will be login with their username and a login ID, and he will have his previous data restored.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sajid, and I'll be showing the create node, manage node, and add a friend functionality of our note taking app, which allows the user to create and manage nodes a lot better than normal note taking apps. So here we go. First, we'll display the bookshelf, which contains all of our books. That will have all of our pages, which contains the notes. So first of all, we'll click on the bookshelf on the left bar over here. Here we go. So these are all of the books that the user will create, which will be displayed like this. So if you go on a book like book 1, let's click on it, and here we go. So this displayed all of our pages like over here. Now if you click on a page like page 2, it will take us to the notes that we've created inside this page. So let's click on page 2. Here we go. So these are all of our notes displayed inside page 2. So now I'll show you how you can create a note. So if you click on the plus icon over here, we get taken into this entitled page, or this page where we'll write our content for our note. So here we will type in the title of the note, and here we will type in the content of the note. And once we click here, it takes us back to this page with our new note displayed over here, which will not be shown here. We can also use these arrows over here to hide the display bar. Like if you click here, it takes out this bar, and if you click here, it takes out this bar. So if we want to bring them back, and if we want to bring them back, we can click on these arrows. Like if you click here, it brings back this bar over here, and if you click here, it brings back this and this red bar over here. So let us go back to our main page. Okay, so now I'll show the add a friend functionality of our system. So if you go on the right panel and beneath the friends tab, if you click on add a friend, it brings up this tab. So here we'll type in the username, and once we type in the name, it will display the entered name over here. So once it is displayed, we'll click on this entered name, and if we press this arrow, it will take us back to this panel with the new name entered. Now let us go back to the node section to show the manage node the functionality of the system. So okay, so here we go. Now if we click and hold on a node, it will display these two options, and the node will be ready to be dragged to its new position. So okay, so now we'll drag our node 1 to its new position. So once we drag it, the node will be taken to its new position, and all the previous nodes will be adjusted accordingly. Now if you want to export a node into a different let's say book, so we'll click on this arrow icon over here. Here we can now select a book, like if you want to export it to book let's say 5, we'll click on 5, and then we'll click on enter. So yeah, the node will be taken to that to book 5, and these are all the functionalities that I'll be showing for this the application. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I will present my two tasks. One is brainstorming and the other one is browsing. So first of all, I will start from browsing. So when I will come to my home screen and click on this plus button, I will receive two options. One is browsing and the other one is brainstorming. So first of all, I will do browsing. So when I will click on the browsing button, this type of a window will show up on my screen. So when I will click on the search button and enter my command, for example, you can see here I have entered ChatGPT and then I have pressed enter. So there are a couple of options, browsing options, that are telling me about what is ChatGPT and its features. So I need to copy these suggestions, and I want to store it, as this is the main aim of our project, to copy to manage notes. So when I will click on the copy, and for instance I want to store it in the bookshelf. So when I will click on the copy, and then I will click on the book one, for example I have to store, then it will take me, you can see that breadcrumbs functionality is being used. So it will, you can see here, so it will take me to note 1. So when I click on note 1, then it will take me to that web page where I will enter my notes. So you can see here, book one and note one breadcrumbs is used. So this is the place where I have to write what is the title of the note, and this is what I want to add comments or some type of data. So now you can see, this is where I will add my title, and then if I want to add some comments, some important information, I can write it here, and I will send this, and it will be automatically saved. So when I will press this button, we will automatically go to the front of the home screen, and it will be automatically saved. So when I will press this button, we will automatically go to the front of the home screen. Assalamu alaikum. Now I will explain my task, which is of brainstorming. So first of all, I will click on that plus button, and a new screen will pop up, and I will have two options. One is browsing, and the other one is brainstorming. So I will click on brainstorming. So when it's done, I will get this half of type of window, and here I will enter my command, and then I will press enter. So when this task will be done, I will get some options regarding which will help me in the brainstorming session. So you can see below I have got two options. One is copy, and the other one is share. So when I will press the copy button, it will take back to the home screen where I will, from book one, I will click on the book one. So there will be this available. I mean, there will be many notes available. So I will, for example, for instance, I want to save my information in note one. So I will click on note one. That now it will take me to this screen here. This is note 1 and comment of note 1. So now I will click on note 1 and on comment of note 1, so it will take me to a new screen where I will add my title and add comments. So when I will press this send button, it will automatically be saved, and I will be taken back, as you can see, back to the main screen. So coming back, I have an other option here, which is a share button. When I want to, when I will click on the share button, it will take me to the bookshelf. And for example, I want to send to a friend. So I will click here, and I will choose the friend who I want to send. So for example, you can see I want to send the note to friend one. I will click on friend one, and here you can see it will take to the, in the friend section. In every friend there are many notes options available. So I will go on note one, for example, and again the same process will appear. I will come here, then I will add title and comments, and then I will save. Now, so now I want to share my brainstorming ideas or strategies with, you can say, some other people which are added in the group. So I will click on the share button, and I will go into the collaborate section. In that I will select group one, for example. Then I will go to, for example, node one, and again the same process will appear. And by this I can save, or I can share the brainstorming information. You may think that browsing and brainstorming are same things, but according to my strategy, browsing is something you want to brainstorm about something particular which you don't want to share, or maybe you can share it to someone, or maybe you can save it. But brainstorming gives you more ideas. You can think broadly and you can even help others in this regard. So browsing and brainstorming are two different things. Hope you like it, and thank you.
So now talk about the third goal, which is to log in the user. First, the user will click the login button. When he click the login button, a pop-up will appear where he will be asked about his email and password. He will simply fill this email and password with his keyboard or maybe a touchpad if he had. Then he can press the next button, and when he click the next button, he will be logged in with he will be logged in with his username, friends, and all the uh, his backup data. Welcome again. Now the third part is now the fourth part is to collaborate. For that, the user will have to send the notes to someone. They have to share that notes to someone, and they also have to see what notes they have received so far. So let's get started with the sharing notes. First, user will click the bookshelf. When he click the bookshelf, uh, a bookshelf will appear here, and then he can click book 1. When he click book 1, pages inside that book will appear. Pages inside that book will appear, and then he can click, suppose he click page 3. Inside the page 3 there are some notes. Now he first click that note and select it, and then he press the share button. When he press the share button, a new pop-up will appear that um, so a new pop-up appear here, and here he will select his friend. He can also search here for that, or maybe he can scroll down if there are a lot of friends. For now he has only 3 friends, and inside here, suppose he click friend 1 or friend 2. When he click the friend 2, there will be a tick appear inside of it, next to it, and then he can press the confirm button. When he click the confirm button, he will be moved back to his page where there was notes here. Now inside this note section, suppose he want to share note 2 with someone, so he can simply click that note and then he can press the share button. Share means that they can collaborate on it, and whenever one person edit it, this will be edited for that person again. So inside the share button, it will be same. A new pop-up will appear that will tell which or to whom friend you want to share it. Suppose then again we press this friend 2 button, a new pop-up appear, and here's a check mark to tell that the friend 2 is selected. You can also select friend 1, but let's continue with friend 2, and then you can confirm the button. So when you press the confirm button, you then again came to this note section. Now for instance, if the user want to suppose see what notes he has received so far, so if we see here, he has received note 1, note 2, note 3. Suppose he click the note 1 button. When he click the note 1 button, a note will appear that will say this is sent it from that person with the title and the text. He can click the back button to go back to the desktop where he came from.